Alright, what's going on, 2A crew? It's Rizzo again, Ophidian Tactical, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Canik TP9 SFx, one of my favorite guns in the safe. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so Canik TP9 SFx, in my opinions, hands down one of the best handguns on the market. Not a little bit of handguns for the price. For the price value, what you get for this gun, hands down, I don't think it can be beat for value and price. So it's not going to be unboxing. I've shot this thing a few times, but I'm going to show you everything in the box because it's a lot of stuff that comes with it. So you'll see what I mean when I say, you know, the value and the price is great as far as everything that comes in the box. So we'll get on it. All right, so as you can see, I don't know if you can see it real good. Let me try to do it, what you call it. But yeah, you can see the case there, and what it has is a holster. OWB holster comes with pretty good holster, works pretty well. You got two 20-round magazine. It says 18 on it, but you can fit 2 additional magazines in there with that extended base plate. Also have a brain fart. Yeah. You got a lock put on there, trigger lock to put on there, and a nice little toolkit. And inside the toolkit, let's see here. You got a couple instead of yellow, reddish fiber optics for your front sight. You have the charging handle that you can just put into the side here, and yeah, the side of the base plate, use that to charge the weapon. So it has that in there. Has a couple of different size mag releases in there. It comes with the extended mag release. You can see their extended mag release. So if you want to make it smaller, you got 2 different sizes, and a couple other bolts and screws in there. So the screws are for if you want to take out the back plate. We'll go through that in a sec. To put the red dot on it, they got some screws in there for that, and a push pin to change out the back plate. We'll go over all that here in just a second. Alright, so that's the one side, and of course if we take it to the other side, you got this little panel here, got your all-important owner's manual, which you know, I don't know how much I feel about the owner's manual. Then we have, you see, you got the stuff for cleaning. You got your cleaning rod, you got a cleaning brush. Alright. You got another back strap that you can put on. That's what the push pin is for that back strap. And you have in here 4 different plates for different size, whatever type of optic you put it on there. You got 4 different options. I already have one in here, so you have to remove that rear sight, but that's fine. So that all that comes in the box with the gun. So that's why I wanted to kind of show you guys what was in the box. Well, not unboxing, but I'm like, yeah, it comes with quite a few little goodies and stuff, and it's like necessary stuff. It's not like bells and whistles, you know, good stuff. Alright, so the MSRP on this gun was about $549. I did see it online a couple of spots for about $465 with the lowest, and the average was right around $499, $500. I did see a couple of options online when it comes with the a red dot for about between $645 and right about $715 was the highest I saw with the red dot. So a lot of good options out there for the gun, and so getting a gun with all of this and that shoots great for $550 is not a bad deal. Alright, so like I said, we got 2 20-round magazines. Like I said, it says 18 on here, but with that extended plate, you can get 2 more rounds in, and you can see these plate. They got like a nice little groove in there. You know, if you got a problem, it won't drop. You can just grab, fit flush. Look at that, fit flush. Yep, mag release. Yep. So like I said, if you hit it having an issue or something, you can't get it out. You can get a nice little grip on that base plate. So that is an extra. I don't know if that's something they did on purpose. That's just how it happened. But yeah, 2 nice little grooves on there. You can just grip it and rip it. All right. Alright, so the holster is a nice little OWB holster. I guess if I was complaining about anything, I would. These straps just seem a little plastic, a little flimsy. But in all honesty, I haven't even worn it, so maybe I will wear it, go outside, do some shooting on my next range trip, and just kind of let you guys know how that works. It is a right-handed outside the waistband holster. Fits well. Retention is great. You can, yep, it's not coming out of there. Got a couple of little retention screws in there, so if you need to tighten it or loosen it, you can. And I guess if I was being picky, yeah, it kind of hangs out below the bottom there, but yeah, and it doesn't really. It's a little space in there with the trigger, but yeah, it's still for a holster that comes with the gun. Yeah, hear that click. Yeah, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. All right, but you probably didn't really come here to talk about the box. You came to talk about the gun. Pretty good gun. 5.2 inch barrel, polymer frame. Tungsten Cerakoted slide. So this thing is it looks nice. They're not a ugly gun, I don't believe. I like them. All right, so starting at the top here, you can see we got Warren Tactical front sights. The red one comes installed. There's 2 more inside. The rear sight is all black and adjustable. You see, it's all black. Adjustable rear sights, but they are connected to the base plate, so when you put the red dot on, you will have to take them off. So that's, you know, maybe a disadvantage to some. You see here, got these little grooves on the top, and those grooves are a competition gun, so it's supposed to be reduce glare from the sunshine. And you got these nice little ports here in the side of the east side of the slides, and that's just to kind of reduce some of the weight from the slides. So yeah, that's cool. Nice. Front and rear serrations on both sides, and they're pretty pronounced, pretty aggressive on there. So you should be able to, if you're gripping it, get a pretty good grip on it, pulling the slide back and forth. So that shouldn't be a problem. Pretty good aggressive serrations right there in the side. Alright, so you see here we have the extended mag release, and it is extended a lot, and that's because it's a competition pistol. So, you know, those competition guys, they want to get that mag release hit it and get it. But remember, there are two additional smaller size ones in there, so you can go a size smaller. You can take it all the way down. But like I said, it's a competition gun, so it's made for competitions. You can take the slide lock lever here. You can see there the little lever that's extended quite a bit. So if you you can see that it just makes it a lot easier to kind of hit that. You just lay your thumb right on top. It's extended, comes right out. Yep. So this thing has won quite a few competitions. I haven't won any, but the gun has. Not this gun. All right. So the ergonomics on here aren't bad at all. You can get a pretty good grip. The grip is not aggressive like at all, but the back strap and the front of the grip here, yeah, they got pretty good like little serrated things sitting there. Yeah, so you can get a pretty good. I haven't had any problems gripping it and holding on to it. So yeah, the grip is good. The ergonomics are nice. Nice little beaver tail. You can kind of get your nice steady high grip up in there. So yeah, that's not a problem at all. You see that nice grip. Ergonomics are pretty good. Yep, and you say you don't have to move a whole lot to hit that mag release, you know, with my regular grip. Now, I guess your hand size could be different. My regular grip, the mag release is right there. Like I say, you know, if I hit the mag release, let it down, one motion, just bam, bam, that's great. All right, so we'll hit the trigger, but we'll just mention trigger guard. You know, it has a nice little spot up in there for you to rest your fingers on, and it got there's a couple of serrations right there on the front of the trigger guard. All right, so let me talk about this this trigger. Caniks are known for having some of the best stock triggers on the market. So we'll verify, set, clear. Everything's good to go. All right, so you'll see there is a little pre-travel there before you get to a very defined, well-pronounced wall. Bam, there's a wall. Yeah, like a little slack right there. And there's your wall. So like that, and then take up, there's your wall, and then hit it. And if you watch, that reset is very short. Look at that, barely moving. That is nice. Nice trigger. Yeah, some of the best triggers on the market. You don't really have to, in my opinion, switch it out. Some people like to switch them out. I'm not a big, well, we'll see how it goes out, because I may do some reviews on triggers in the future. But right now, the basics, yeah, these triggers are fine, works great. One of the best triggers out there. It's different. You'll feel it when you shoot one, how you can tell the difference between that and other guns. Now it does have a tracker indicator on the back. You see there's nothing, and when the striker is back, you can see there it's red. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So, and that's not a chamber indicator letting you know there's something in the chamber. That's just letting you know that the gun is cocked and ready to fire. So yeah, it does have that. And you might be curious about the optic. As I said, I've been out just trying to find some nice options. I know, guys, if you're like me, if you got, you know, more than one gun, you don't want to go and put a $300 optic on each one. So I'm out here and I found a lot of bad ones. This one is ADE, and it's actually been pretty good so far. So we'll do a review on that one. I don't think that's a good budget option. So you know, I know everybody wants to get the Holosun or the Trigicon, but yeah, every now and again, you know, you want that on your carry gun, your self-defense gun, but on every gun, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, this gun is pretty good. We'll take it out to the range, shoot it a little bit, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. All right, so we're here today, and we're going to test the accuracy of the Canik TP9 SFx. Before, like I said, we're going to do 5 shots apiece from 3, 5, 7, and 10 yards. So let's see how we do. All right, let's check it out, see how we did. Take this off. All right, so did pretty good. Put a little low couple of shots, but as you can see right here, that's my 3 shots, 3 yards. That's 5 yards, 7, and we did 10, and then I went out again and did 15. So you see pretty tight tight groups. That Canik shoots pretty smooth. So we'll go in, see how close my groupers are, and we'll let you guys know. All right, let's do it. All right, so Canik TP9 SFx, in my opinion, one of the best guns on the market for the price. I've had this one for maybe about a year or so. It's treated me well. It's a great gun. The weight, not too heavy, not too light. I like them heavier, so it could be heavier. Ergonomics are great. All of the options you get, like I said, if you don't like the extended mag release, you can change that out. Everything else about this gun is just great. Canik is you got your little pick rail here. I think I forgot to put you in the pick rail to put on your light or whatever you want to put on there. But yeah, overall, great gun, great gun. I would recommend any Canik to anybody. So yeah, go out, get you one, shoot it, see how it shoots, buy one. If you got one, let me know in the comments what you think. If you're thinking about getting one, let me know too. All right. So yeah, that's it. Canik TP9 SFx. All right, guys, we'll talk to y'all later. Until then, stay safe, shoot straight, keep training. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace. All right, so here at Fitty and Tactical, we're trying to give you good quality content, especially for new shooters, people that may be underrepresented in the community. So if these videos are helpful or informational, like and subscribe. Just kind of help grow the channel. That's what we're trying to do, is grow, get to as many people as possible. So if you like what you see, like and subscribe. All right, you guys stay safe.